So I don't even know your name yet. My name is Miguel, and
I'm Miguel. I'm Oliver.
it's nice to have your willingness with me here. This is cool. There was nothing in particular about you that made me want to ask you. Do you want to be in an interview? I just picked you because you were here, and well, I think it's amazing that you would. Why would you want to do this? It was,
Oh, I don't know. I'm always up to do new things. I like spontaneity.
Cool.
And talking to new people, interesting people. You definitely look interesting. Yeah, so, I don't know. I guess that's why.
Was there anything that stood out as interesting about me?
Oh, well, your hair, for one. It's like very, you don't really see that in the Western world. It's very Occidental to have your hair, your beard short. But
Yeah.
you have all the flowing, flowing locks. It's like a chic, almost kind of thing. But, so yeah, I guess that stood out to me. But you also had your traveling bag, so.
I feel like my hair might get me in trouble sometimes.
It could.
It's happened before.
It could have.
Actually.
It did, yeah. When?
People, it's awesome if you ask me questions too.
Okay.
You could even take the camera and point it at me if you want to. You just say the word. But when I was in California, in Santa Rosa, I was traveling and I was living in my van at the time, and I was very free and could basically do whatever I wanted all day. And so I was just trying to make friends and just like help people out or whatever by being friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes out of nowhere, people would come up to me and accuse me of trying to seem like a good guy or something. They'd be like, "Oh, you think you're so good," or something, or
You're
you
a
think.
holy man or something like that.
I mean, essentially, like, I don't know, just random confrontations like that are not. I've dealt with it before. It's kind of the opposite thing. It's interesting.
Yeah, people are bothered by stuff that they normally don't see, so I think that's probably what it is. You know.
Can I ask you? Maybe this might be a tough question to answer. Is there anything that like bothers you that people like maybe try, or are you just you seem like a pretty open-minded person, but is there anything that you don't have any tolerance for, or any philosophies that you're just done with?
I guess, let's see, I don't have a tolerance for empiricism or moral absolutism, because it's impossible to prove that we even live in a reality besides our own, because our perception is our reality. It's from Descartes.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah.
Is that an absolutist statement?
No, I guess that's just my perspective, so even I could be wrong. I don't know, that's kind of it turns into nihilism. We have to function in some sort of framework, but I guess that's where you start getting to these paradoxical, self-loathing kind of loops of, am I exactly what I hate, or,
Yeah.
But I just try and live day by day and be as open-minded as possible and try and understand why people do what they do. I think that physical violence is something that particularly bothers me.
For sure.
And,
It makes me really, really sad.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah, it just seems so unnecessary. It is unnecessary, I think. But yeah, I suppose that's it. There are other things that bother me, smaller things.
Are you a peacemaker?
I try to make peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, in some ways. If there's conflict,
Yeah.
I try and make peace. I try and calm people down. Like at the bank today, they could tell the bank teller was really anxious, and sometimes it's good that I just said, just breathe with me for a second, give his day a little bit more peace, because there's so many people in line, it's like, I guess so in some ways.
That's awesome. That's cool. It's kind of sneaky that way.
Yeah.
While I was in California, I thought of something. Sometimes I call myself something that I'm not officially. or something.
yeah.
Like I've called myself a therapist before, but it's something I focused attention on for like since I was little. So I think about these like methods of therapy and I practice them and I get good at them. But one of them, what you did, I would call it non-consensual therapy. Like you've approached somebody almost in a therapeutic way and you haven't asked them if you could help them. You just like went and you helped them in a way that you knew or felt you knew was like gentle and like not offensive. You know, sometimes you help people and they're like, I don't need your like
Yeah,
help or your,
definitely.
but this is a very gentle approach
Yeah.
that you had, it sounds like.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You don't want to force people into therapy at all.
Yeah.
But, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something along the lines of had to do with therapy. I don't know.
Is there anything that you want to say?
Um,
I'm thinking about maybe giving the camera a rest, just as an idea, not out of any
yeah,
necessity.
you can give the camera a rest if you want. Maybe I'll take this jacket off. It's getting warm now from that Americano.
Word.